problem for the Chargers this year and years past, but they still have a chance right now to shake up the AFC. And Joe, with Bosa back right now, look, he's a guy I know as an offensive lineman you'll definitely have your eye on.
Yeah, he's one of those guys I'm going to be watching tonight. He's a great pass rusher, and he's coming off the best game of this season so far after missing a lot of the early season to injury. He played, and he's learned under Master Joe Kim, the great Taekwondo expert who's transitioned into being a pass rush expert. So they're going to always work at trapping hands. He's going to try to get the outside hand of the offensive lineman. He's going to flip those hips, and he's going to try to skinny through and get to the quarterback. He'll be a difference maker tonight.
Yeah, for sure. What other matchups are you guys looking at? Because there's so many guys and so many fun matchups to go over in this game.
How about Derwin James against Travis Kelce, Colleen? And remember, the first game, Derwin James didn't match up against Travis at all. They wasn't sure how to use him because he missed a lot of time in preseason. He was hurt. And then his first game, they wasn't sure where to line him up at. And so he's comfortably into that defense now where they know where to use him. They know how to use him. And I expect tonight, Travis Kelce will be the guy that Derwin James matches up on most of the time.
Yeah, and what we just talked about Melvin Gordon not playing, I have to go back to Keenan Allen and what he does against this secondary. In week 1, he had 108 yards, so he showed up in a touchdown. He played well, and they still lost by 10 points. So I'm going to even need more out of him, maybe even a 200-yard day, because this game will be won through the air. And he needs, I alluded to it earlier, guys, he needs help from those other receivers, those Williams boys, Mike and Terrell. Terrell started with him in week 1. He had 2 receptions for 8 yards and a touchdown. He needed to put a 0 behind that 8. About 80 yards and a touchdown this game.
It is a bummer, though, with these running backs missing, because that's such a key to this game for the Chargers is keeping the ball away from that Chiefs offense. That's one way you can do it right there, and you can run on the Chiefs. But also, the Chiefs do get a boost here because they get the return of Eric Berry, his 2018 debut. All indications are saying that he will start tonight at safety.
Oh, they're going to be hyped.
That's huge for this defense. He hasn't started since week 1 last year, tore his Achilles, and has been battling an issue with his heel. But when he's out there, he's one of the best. A top 5 safety in 2016, according to Pro Football Focus, which hasn't been kind to his replacement, Ron Parker, this year. So there he is arriving in this game that he will play in. It's going to be great to see him out there again. But how important is he for this defense in his return, Joe?
Yeah, he's huge. He's the Swiss Army knife of this defense. He can blitz. He can stop the run. He can cover tight ends. But I think the big factor tonight is going to be the emotional boost that he provides to this team. He hasn't played in a couple years. All of a sudden, you get your Pro Bowler, your potential Hall of Fame safety back. This place is going to be electric when he steps out onto that field, and it's going to boost the entire defense.
Yeah, you know, I think about Eric Berry and what I've seen from him, 2 years ago. To be quite frank, I'm not sure what we're going to see tonight.
Nobody knows.
We haven't seen him in 2 years. How about this? Just match the 2 old guys match up against each other. How about he match up against Antonio Gates? Just put him in on Antonio. Antonio has actually been playing quite well of late, and Phillip is looking to him. So they better get somebody on Antonio. I think Eric Berry will be the perfect matchup. 2 old guys on each other.
I am anxious to look at and watch the emotions that come on that sideline with Eric Berry, because he's been around here a long time. All of these people out here, they love him. They're crazy about him, and he makes a huge difference being the quarterback of that defense. Let's watch how it materialize. Now, it may take a moment for him to get back to the old Eric Berry, because he's going to feel himself out when he hit the field, but it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, but hey, even if he's back in time for the playoffs, that's perfect timing for them.
Not bad.
And a huge boost because of his lead.